Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Noah back again with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's episode. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Noah. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the number one way that you're giving your power away. Or I guess the thing that you do, that we all do, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, that gives our power away to someone else, you know what I mean? And that's comparing ourselves to others, putting someone on a pedestal, putting somebody's talents or someone's achievements ahead and making that person look more important than us, with social media and everything that we have nowadays, it's easier for us to see other people, see what everyone's done and stuff like that, and that can really get us into a comparative mindset, you know what I mean? It makes us look at someone else as better than us, or it makes us think that we couldn't ever do what someone else does. You know what I mean? And we're all angels, and we're all here on this earth for a certain purpose, you know what I mean? And so I think the beauty of that is that we each inherit different gifts, we all inherit unique gifts and unique talents that we use for the greater good, you know what I mean? So, and it can be so easy to get into that comparative mindset, you know what I mean, where you're like, oh man, I could never do this, And when we do that, then we're giving our power away. We're saying that this person's more superior to us, or this person has more achievements than me. I'll never be as successful as this person. First of all, success is very subjective. You might see someone who has a lot of followers on Instagram, and you might think of them as successful. Success could mean anything. If you don't have a lot of followers, but you're volunteering in the community by feeding, homeless people, that's, you could determine that as successful. You could define that as successful. So successful in reality is just very subjective, there doesn't need to be one certain definition to it. And yeah, like when we do talk about how successful someone is, and I'm not saying that we can't acknowledge how great somebody is, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that at all. I really love saying how great, my friends and family are. I love appreciating them. But at the same time, when we're degrading ourselves, when we do that, then that's different, you know what I mean? That's when we're putting someone on a pedestal as better than us. That's when we're saying, that's when we're putting someone else's talents as more important or better than ours, and that's the problem. I'm not saying that you can't acknowledge how great someone is or how good of a person someone is, you know what I mean? It's wonderful to be able to acknowledge how great someone is, but you also have to be able to acknowledge how great you are, in doing that. And so I think that's very important. And I think that's a very good distinction to make when you're acknowledging someone's talents? You know, are you saying that you could never do that, or saying like how better someone else is? You know, I'm still guilty of it. You know what I mean? I can get into a comparative mindset when I'm on Instagram, you know, and I see everyone who I follow that has a lot more material possessions than I do. But, you know, it doesn't get me down, you know. It honestly just shows me that I shouldn't be on Instagram as much. But that's about it. That's another thing, you know, material possessions shouldn't determine your success or how wealthy you are, you know. Material possessions are just things, you know. We don't really necessarily own these things either. I feel that us as a collective conscious, we try to attach ourselves to things, you know what I mean? We like to say, this is my car, you know. Even though I paid for it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, you know, when people say that they own land, you know what I mean? We're all, like, we all are here to share every single aspect of this land, you know what I mean? But it's, that's a whole different topic. I guess what I'm trying to say is that, you know, if you're acknowledging someone else's special gifts and talents, make sure to not put yourself down and put that person on a pedestal, because that's when we start to give our power away and we start to neglect some of the special talents that we have, you know. At the end of the day, we all bleed red, you know, we're all human. And I think this is easy to do with celebrities as well, you know. We see them and they have so much money. They flex a lot, you know what I mean? A lot of them like to show off their material possessions, which, you know, isn't a bad thing. But if it gets to a point where you start to degrade yourself because you see how successful they are, and it puts you in like a lesser mood, then that's when it becomes a problem. You know, Cardi B pees as well, you know what I mean? We all like pee and poop. I mean, I'm pretty sure she does. I don't know her personally, but that's what I would hope, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just like, don't compare yourself to other people, because we're all here for a certain gift, you know? And I'm sure you've seen someone who's like, man, how is this guy even successful? Or how is she even successful? You know what I mean? It's just because they believe in themselves, you know, and they're not afraid to express their talent. You know, so go for your dreams, shoot for the stars. You know, we only live once, so, I mean, we don't really live once technically, but in this reality, we technically do. And so it's just important to, you know, as much as it's very important to acknowledge how great someone is, just make sure that you're not degrading yourself in the process and making yourself seem less than someone else because of it. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love each and every one of you, and I'm so grateful for you guys to be tuning into my videos. I'm trying to post every single day, but you know, I've kind of been like low on energy lately. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of you, and hope you're having a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you're at. And peace, love, and happiness, y'all.